is Tawess, and well, apart from me having a sort of sore throat, today we're going to talk about the fact that everything you do on the internet stays there. In this case, specifically about how a deviant art artist apparently tried to scam his way into the spotlight by accusing Epic of ripping off his artwork. Now, the original story was this, that a Taro skin was based on a independent artist's work, and they had the timestamps to prove it apparently. So Epic launched a full investigation of this, as so did the rest of the internet. And it turns out that this might not have been entirely true. A DeviantArt user by the name of PyroZombie dug out that the user apparently edited an older art submission to make it look like the work was plagiarized. And it turns out that when you do this, DeviantArt does not update with the edited date for the artwork, but keeps the original submission artwork. I guess this is to offer artists a chance to edit minor things on their artwork without having to change the upload date. Anyway, the question then is, why would one do this? Fame and glory, I guess. During this short period of time when people thought this was Epic ripping off a young artist, a lot of people were angry with Epic, but something you have to remember here is that Epic themselves rely very much on the integrity of their artists, because no one really has time to go and look over the entire goddamn internet to make sure that no one is ripping someone else off. As an artist, I'm pretty sure you sign a commission contract if you work part-time, or if you're in a house you have a employment contract that says you cannot rip other people off. So what I assume then could have happened here was that an artist looked at this, saw a chance to get a quick work, especially if they're external, because they work with horrible deadlines, I understand. Now, in this case, it turns out that Epic is most likely innocent. But even if they weren't, this is not a malicious act from Epic. Epic gets the art in, goes to their art director, and then it gets put into the game. And if an artist breaks this rule, they're gonna get found out as noted, and well, then they get fired and don't work anymore. So it's a good incentive to not do that. But at the same time, if you're going to try and scam, do it smarter, because as noted, nothing on the internet ever disappears. And people have found cached versions of the page showing the old artwork that used to be there, and then they replace it with new artwork. Now, something similar like this has happened before. There is, especially among the people who dislike Star Citizen, and there was a controversy going around that Star Citizen has stolen ship designs. I don't know if anything ever came of it. I mean, they're not all that special to begin with. They're fairly generic spaceships for the most part. At least on the outside. On the inside they're epic, on the outside they're pretty much standard. And this whole thing with art today is getting difficult, because a lot of people do a lot of things, and there is a good chance that two people come up with the same idea, independently of each other. In this case, it was way too exact. So had this not been a shady one, it would definitely have been a question of some seeing this art and using it as a base for their own. And we say base, in this case, would have been pretty much ripping it off. Now it was the other way around, of course. This was fan art based on the skin. So of course it looked very familiar. Anyway, I guess we'll have to see where this goes from here, but keep this in mind, especially on this day like that this is a good way to try and keep your mind focused on the fact that always check sources and don't leap to assumptions, because leaping to assumptions often leaves you hanging. Anyway, my voice is shot and I'm gonna leave this here. So, until next time, stay safe, be kind, and play fair. Bye!